I've actually been sitting on this story for a few days now. I put something out on Twitter about this when the news broke, but those of you that have been following me for a while know I am a die-hard fan of my New Orleans Saints. You guys also know that I have been pushing hard for Jameis Winston to be the successor to Drew Brees. I have nothing against Taysom Hill. I think Taysom Hill is great in his role as kind of a utility type player. But what Taysom Hill is not is a franchise quarterback in the NFL. He is not an every down type of player. And there's nothing wrong with that. Now, if you want a glimpse of what the Saints would look like with Taysom Hill as their starting quarterback, go watch that game against the Eagles in Philadelphia last year. It was a disaster. That is the real Taysom Hill. But there's a bigger deal to the Saints going with Jameis Winston over Taysom Hill. This should not be a big deal. This should not be a topic of conversation. But because we live in a country where a portion of the population lacks the ability to critically think and sees everything through the lens of racism, we have to talk about this. There is this ongoing myth that the NFL is racist against black quarterbacks. People like Jemele Hill, they like to go on Twitter or write articles in The Atlantic or make documentaries full of lies and half-truths about the supposed hurdle in the NFL for black quarterbacks. People like Max Kellerman, they like to pretend to be afraid for black quarterbacks in the NFL. Before the draft a few months ago, Max Kellerman went on ESPN and he said he was so afraid there would be too many white quarterbacks drafted before black quarterbacks. If I were running ESPN, I would have fired Max Kellerman immediately after he said that for being so stupid. But we all know how ESPN works at this point. ESPN has become a propaganda machine for the dumbasses, led by Captain Dumbass Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith is another one who thinks that the NFL is racist. Anytime a white dude gets a coaching job, Stephen A. likes to claim it's because of his white privilege. Anytime a black coach is overlooked, it's because he's a black man in America. Systemic racism. There are countless ways to prove that the NFL is not racist against black quarterbacks. Go Google the top 5 highest paid players in the NFL. Let me know what you find. That should be all the proof that you need. But my man Sean Payton in New Orleans, he disproved this myth of racism, and he didn't even mean to do it. Because all Sean Payton did was what every coach in the NFL does. He evaluated his talent, and he made a personnel decision based off of that evaluation. I can tell you with 100% certainty, when Sean Payton was evaluating Jameis Winston and Taysom Hill, not one time did race enter the equation. Matter of fact, this particular situation, it should more than prove that the NFL is not racist. It is no secret that Sean Payton loves Taysom Hill. I mean, he loves Taysom Hill. Sean Payton has been singing the praises of Taysom Hill the last 3 or 4 years. He handpicked him to be the successor for Drew Brees. They overpaid him to keep him in New Orleans. Sean Payton wanted Taysom Hill to get this job. He wanted it. It's the reason they allowed Teddy Bridgewater to leave a couple of years ago, which, by the way, Teddy Bridgewater should have never left New Orleans, but that's a topic for another video. My point is, Jameis Winston was not supposed to get this job. Everything was stacked against him. He was supposed to come to New Orleans for 1 year, learn under Sean Payton and Drew Brees, and go get a starting job somewhere else. That was the plan. If there is a scenario that proves the NFL is not holding back black quarterbacks, this scenario proves it. Sean Payton chose the black dude over his golden child. Most of us in New Orleans saw this coming. We knew Jameis Winston should be the starter. Took Sean Payton, took him a little while to come around, but he finally did. Imagine for a second, though. Imagine for a second that Sean Payton decided to go with Taysom Hill instead of Jameis Winston. Do you know what the first topic would be on Woke Take Monday morning? Sean Payton and New Orleans Saints make racial decision at quarterback. Saints are holding back Jameis Winston and choosing Taysom Hill because of white privilege. That's what Stephen A. Smith would be saying Monday morning. I have said this countless times, and I'm going to say it again. NFL head coaches, NFL teams, they don't give a damn about your race, especially when it comes to the quarterback position. Let me tell you what NFL teams look for in a quarterback. Do you have talent? Do you have leadership skills? Can you stay out of prison? Are you teachable? Can you work well with the coaching staff and other players? Can we trust you to be the face of the franchise? Do you have a strong work ethic? Can you read a defense? Can you read, period? All of that is important, but not one time does any head coach in the NFL evaluate a quarterback and say, I don't think he's white enough. I don't think he's white enough. They don't ever say that. I don't think we should go with him because he's black. Enough. Enough with the garbage. It is time to put this myth to bed. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but the damn wokers have been strangely silent since this decision was made. Where's Jemele Hill? Where is Stephen A. Smith? Where is Max Kellerman? Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. Max Kellerman, his white ass is no longer on television. My bad, dude. Sorry, I didn't mean to pour salt into the open wound, Max Kellerman. All right, time to let me know what you think. Give me your thoughts on this agenda pushing the myth that the NFL in 2021 holds back black quarterbacks. Sound off in the comments below. Make sure to like and subscribe. Click the notification bell to receive all notifications from the channel. Best way to contact me is by email at btlkc84@gmail.com. KC_BTL84 on Twitter. I got a lot to do this afternoon. This will probably be the only video I get up today, but I will see you guys tomorrow.